Hello, my name's Tragic O'Hara, and I've been making things. I don't even know what it is. Well, I didn't really know what it is. Right. Essentially, ages ago, maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, my friend gave me a roll of these. Right now, I used to have just labels for tagging and stuff, and I would just stick up slaps, just stickers and things. But he gave me these ages ago, and I had no idea what to do with them, and I've kept them for ages. And then one day, what I done was I took just some of these, I pinned them to the table, and I filled up, this with spray paint. Just sprayed it straight in, and then threw it at the labels. Because I've been doing this Inkception thing, right? And I'm working in volume 3 of that story, so I've just been making hundreds of stuff. It wasn't like I was in a bad mood and I was like, I am going to make myself feel better by... but nothing like that. I was just in a thing and I was just making stuff because I had an hour, not even an hour, 5 minutes before I left to go somewhere else. That was it. And I made 6 of them, 7 of them, just chucked paint at them, and I thought by the time I get back they'll be dry and then I'll turn them into things. And I tried turning them into things, right? This one. That was the first one I made, right? And it was too, I don't know what I was trying to do. I was thinking about it too much. That's what the problem was. I was thinking about it too much. And then I got annoyed. I hope I've not broke that. So then I got annoyed at the fact that it wasn't working out the way that I wanted it to work out. So I just started just looking at it and scribbling, right? Nothing special, nothing of particular interest. And I just posted them on Instagram, and within 2 seconds someone messaged me saying, can I buy them? Can I buy one of them? That makes me sound really ungrateful. I didn't mean it like that. Trust me, no one wanted to buy stuff off me for a long time, right? So I'm thrilled at the fact that there's people out there who actually want to own something that I made, right? It's not that at all. What I mean is, it's always the thing you least expect someone to want that they want. That's what I meant. I made these things, I thought they were stupid, and people seem to like them. That's the weird thing. I'll show you them. I made a handful of these. Look at that one. I used to be a snail. Just utter nonsense. Singing that Julie Andrews song. And the only reason I know that song is because of The Simpsons. That's... And just writing things that were annoying me. Like that. That was it. That's all they were. But someone got back to me instantly and was like, are you selling them? Can I buy one off you? And I was like, I'll just give you it. If I'm completely honest with you, I'm an angry person. That's what I am. I'm an angry person, in disguise. As someone that's really happy. I am. That's why I skateboard, because then I take it out on my shins. That's it. I'm not... I do get really angry sometimes. And I get places where I think nothing's ever going to go right, and what's the point? Quite a lot. At least once a week. If not a day. These things were wee rants. There's ones that I've put in this book, right? That are a bit kind of autobiographical, right? They were just things that were happening to me. For example, right, I was at a group. I'm not going to show you that. Because it's going to be in the book. I'm not showing you. Do you know what I mean? I'm not giving it away just yet. That's all it was. They're nothing particularly. I don't even know where I'm going with this. They're just things that I made. And then I kept making them, and people were like, are you selling these? Can I buy one off you? And I was like, no, because I don't know what they are. All I know is I've been learning a lot while I've been doing it. The first ones, I pinned them all down and I chucked paint at them, and then they all ended up with all different colours of paint on them. So that didn't work. So what I then started doing is started pinning them down on the table individually and throwing one colour at them, then taking the pins away. That was very laborious, trying to get the pins in and stuff, and it was just dead messy. So I made a thing. I get a bit of wood, I hammered 2 nails into it, and the label fits on these 2 bits perfectly. And I throw it, and I set it to the side, and I let it dry, and I don't look at it. And then what I do is, I'll do one right now. This is exactly what I do. I take one of these, I set it down, I'll look at it, until I can see something. That it would be difficult now that there's people watching, right? But hold on. I get my pen, I get my ink, and I turn it into something. And some of them turn out good, and some of them don't. So this one, I just draw, do you think seahorses are related to actual horses? That's it. Like, it's not... It's just stupid things that I think are funny or I'm annoyed about or something along those lines. That is literally it. Some of them turn out good, some of them don't turn out good, some of them are rubbish. And some of them are just things that have happened to me that week or whatever, and I put them in. And they're like a wee rant. Just a micro rant. That's what I'm calling them, right? They're micro rants. And I've been sticking them up in things, taking photographs of them. And then I just started giving them to people that I met. Like if someone said, oh, I really like that thing you've been doing, I would just pull them out of my bag and I'd be like, take one. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not wanting to sell them. And I'm going to tell you why I don't want to sell them, right? There is a reason. It's not just like a whole arty-farty thing. Like, I genuinely don't want to sell them because of this, right? Now, if I make these are doing wonders for my mental health. Like being able to, I used to do this stuff quite a lot, and I was always a bit kind of, because I work with young people and because I do certain things, and there's certain things that I'm willing to share and things that I'm not willing to share, because they potentially could get me into a lot of trouble, do you know what I mean, within reason, do you know, like I didn't learn how to spray paint walls by asking for permission, do you know what I mean? So there's other things as well, but like, I done a horrific job of trying to explain that. For example, I don't really swear in my videos, but see in real life, I like a good swear. And there's other things that I do in my real life that I wouldn't put on the internet because like I'll get into trouble, sort of thing. That's all I'm saying. So when I'm making these things, I don't worry about whether I'm going to show anyone them. So that they just are what they are. So some things are sweary, some things have other things in them, but you probably won't ever see them. Or it might be in the book, because kids don't read, right? So there you go, so they'll be in the book. There's some things I do in real life that I wouldn't share with you via the internet. That's all I meant. I just done a really poor job of explaining it. They're like brain farts, that's the only way I can describe them, but they give me a focus, and they give me like 20 minutes, half an hour a day, where I'm just not even thinking and I'm just making, which is why I like doing the splat art anyway, because then I'm not thinking about anything in particular, I'm not thinking about deadlines or answering emails. It's just 20 minutes of just making a thing and then not thinking about it anymore. And it really helped me, right? Now, if I was to sell them, if I was to turn around and go, right, these are now for sale, what would happen is, maybe on a subconscious level, I would start trying to make things that I know would sell. Trying to make these things into things that would sell better than others, and then it kind of loses its thing. It kind of loses its stuff that I like. But people like them. People like them. So I'm not want to be a guy who's like, no, they're just for me. None of that nonsense, right? So what I'm going to do is, like, if you meet me and walk down the street and you say, if you get any of the things on you, I'll give you one. Like, but if I've got them on me, like, I'll just give you one. But I'm going to take a photo of you with it. Like, I'm going to have, I won't take your face, but you holding it. I'm going to stick them onto things. I'm going to just do whatever feels natural with them. But I'm going to keep a lot of them, right? And I'm going to exhibit them. And I'm going to create a book called Microrants by Tragic O'Hara. And like a picture book with some of the pages out of this, some of the photos of people, some of the photos of them sticking on things, like them getting made, that sort of thing, and compile a book and then have an exhibition. And I've been thinking about how I'm going to exhibit the stuff, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it like this. I have had this Perspex in here for ages. When I first started trying to get into sign writing, which I thought would be a viable career, until I realised that I didn't particularly enjoy it. Like, I was painting on these sheets and kind of just making stuff. Like, there's a recurring theme here. My idea is I'll get bits of Perspex, I'll cut bits of wood to fit them, take all these labels, like this one for example, and I'll set them up like this, like inside the Perspex, and drill holes so that they can just be mounted to the wall, and they'll just be, because I'm making like 10 of these at a time, because it is literally just brain farts. So some of them are going to be really cool, and some of them are probably going to be like, what is that guy? But I quite like that, the fact that it doesn't make sense. But in the book, what I'll do is, I'll have a space in the book So if you buy the book from me, you will get one of these free. If you're at the exhibition, I'll let you pick what one you want. You know what I mean? First come, first served. You buy a book, you can get one of these stickers. That's it. If you buy it online, it'll come at random unless I can find a way to make it not random. But I've not thought that far ahead yet. And inside the book, there'll be like a wee kind of thing like the sticker albums I used to collect. My son came in last week with a football sticker album, right? He's never watched a game of football in his life, but he wanted stickers to put in this thing. I was the same, right? And I would put like a wee dotted line on one of the pages in the book where you can stick your own sticker that you got inside it. That's it. Or do whatever you want with it. Put it in a frame. I don't care. But like that's the idea. So the idea is you buy the book, you get one of the stickers free, and then I can just put them out. And I've got other ideas because I quite like doing this. Like it's quite a cool kind of thing. Like that's been my worry. Like I'm enjoying this now. And whenever I start to think about like folk were saying, oh, you could make them into birthday cards and stuff. I'm not interested in that in the slightest. Like, I'm not interested in that sort of stuff at all. Not that there's anything wrong with it. If you're into that sort of thing, by all means, fill your boots. Like, go for it. But not for me. Like, I hate birthdays. Like, I hate birthdays. Christmas. Like, I'm just, when it comes to the whole idea of mass producing stuff, because I've done it, like, I know from experience when it comes to, like, mass producing stuff, I get bored and I hate it, and I'm really enjoying making these to the point where I stopped what I was doing and made a video about it and really thought about it and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. No idea when it'll happen. No idea when it'll happen. No idea where it's going to be. Any of that sort of stuff. So, like, I just know I'm doing it. Like, that's what I'm doing. Like, if you want to know when it's coming, like, sign up to my newsletter at tragicohara.com. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, at Mr. Tragic O'Hara. And if you enjoyed this sort of stuff, then please consider subscribing to my channel. That's it. That's all this is. Like, I don't know what they are. I just know I'm enjoying it. And I know that if I get into the habit of trying to mass produce something, it's not about the money. It's about making cool things. That's what it's about. Do you know what I mean? Thank you very much for watching. And next time,